Hello everyone, this is Jed from the Heart and Horror Files, and I'll be bringing you a creepypasta called The Wrath of the Titan Pokemon Creepypasta. I didn't have Pokemon as a kid. I came from a Christian home, not that there's anything anti-Christian about Pokemon, but you know. My parents were always a bit skeptical, as were a lot of Christian parents at the time. Of course, I played around acting like I had a Charmander and Squirtle. I mean, who didn't? I grew up in the 90s, and when I was a kid, everyone played Pokemon. But the first Pokemon game that I owned was Heart Gold. My brother played Pearl one year when he had summer school, and when Heart Gold and Soul Silver came out, he got Soul Silver and nagged me to get Heart Gold. I did, eventually, and I was hooked. Now, anyone who talks to you knows me. Anyone you talk to who knows me will tell you my favorite Pokemon is Munchlax. I'm not sure why, but I just love the thing, the cute baby version of Snorlax. This probably comes from a joke that my brother made. I said, you know, Alpha, if I was a Pokemon, I'd be a Snorlax. Because I'm kind of a big guy, 6 feet tall, 300 pounds. And he said, nah, Django. Ward is a Snorlax. You're a Munchlax. I agreed with him on this. Our friend Ward would indeed be a Snorlax. He's pretty big, and he can be really lazy. What's a Munchlax? I asked. It's Snorlax's pre-evolved form, he told me. I was unaware that Snorlax had any evolutions. I looked at Munchlax, thought it was pretty cool, and decided to get one. The first one I ever had Heart Gold was almost exactly like me. It was male, had a quirky nature. When you talked to him, sometimes it would randomly hug the trainer. It would get lost in thought, and sometimes he would space out or stare at the ground while he walks. I tend to look at the ground when I walk. I have a weird personality, and I'm a hugger. And I get lost in thought and space out a lot. So, I named it after myself. So, I raised this Munchlax to level 100, and it was my pride and joy. I kept it from evolving on purpose. My friend Ryoji, one of his nicknames, the name he gives all his RPG main characters, pronounced Ryoji, can farm breed shiny Pokemon. He found a way to increase the likelihood of hatching shinies, and he had to look at the gods when it came to hatching and countering them. So, I asked him to bring me a shiny Munchlax. Ryoji and I don't get to hang out much. I moved to college and we both have busy schedules. But one time we did get to hang out, he gifted me with the shiny Munchlax I asked for. I asked that he name it Titan because I knew it'd be powerful when it evolved into a Snorlax. If I never used Titan Heart Gold, I left him in my PC box. I planned to get a copy of Platinum, so I was going to use him as my starter. I hit a dead end on completing my Heart Gold Pokédex, and I didn't want to hunt the 7 stages in white, so I put Pokemon down for a while and move on to other games. Only playing Pokemon every once in a while. A few months later, I went to an anime convention, and there had been a Pokemon panel which talks about some of the dark rumors of Pokemon, which I would later learn they were called the creepypastas. The Pokemon booth told us about Buried Alive, Lavender Town Syndrome, Gary's Raticate, and the White Hand. This intrigued me a bit. Could there actually be a dark side to these fun kid games? But that was besides the point. I was back on my Pokemon hype. When the con was over, I made a priority to complete my Heart Gold Pokédex. I asked my brother to look up where to get a Weasel. He told me where and said that I had to use the Sentinel Sound app on the radio. This is what plays on Thursdays on Pokemon Music Channel. So I changed it on the DS calendar Thursday, and the music played. I went to Route 35, and the very first Weasel I encountered was a shiny. I freaked out when the yellow and white Weasel slid on the screen and the shiny animation played. I'd only seen one walled shiny before that, not counting the red Gyarados at the Lake of Rage. I caught a shiny Boldore met at Victory Road in white, and wasn't about to let this one get away either. So I threw a quick ball and caught the Weasel. I think that shiny should be treated special, so decided to train it. I named Poseidon after the Greek god of the sea. It eventually evolved into a Floatzel, who grew stronger and stronger. So I'll do my second usual training method of spam fight the Elite Four. I couldn't fight Blue because it was Sunday, and I was trying to catch Survivor in the Safari Zone. With some Pokemon like Survivor, Bagon, Krogan, and Stunky, you have to place certain items in the Safari Zone and wait so many days, so I tried tricking a DS clock, but it didn't work, so I decided to wait. Now, I had just beaten Lance, went through the credits, and woke up in New Barktown, like normal. I had my prize team with me, my level 100 Munchlax, my level 100 Feraligatr named Saber, level 100 Blastoise named Koopa, and my level 100 Lapras named Laplace. my level 100 Mewtwo, name it Chaos, and Poseidon, level 42 at this point. I walked downstairs and I saw Mom and Lyra sitting there. I found this odd because I don't recall ever seeing Lyra outside the main story or the Celebi event. Mom then got a exclamation point icon above her head. She then walked up to me and a text box appeared. Mom, oh Abel, there's a Pokemon sitting outside. Is it one of yours? It looks sad. No, that's not a typo. My character's name is put in as Abel, but it's supposed to be Abel. But I don't want to restart my game. Having never seen this before, I was a bit surprised. I walked outside and I was shocked to see a light blue Munchlax sitting there. Without body control, Abel walked up to it. His back was turned to me. Another text box. Titan. How could he do this to me? Ryoji worked so hard to create me and then he just ignores me. I was getting a little freaked out at this. How had Titan gotten out of the PC and in New Barktown? There wasn't a PC there, and weirder still, how was it talking? What about Ryoji? Titan got an exclamation above his head too. He turned around and saw Abel standing there. Titan, you! How could you? You spent countless hours grinding all the hours, but you left me to rot in that PC box? I was then thrown into a battle. The shiny Munchlax appeared. The shiny animation played, but his sprite looked angry. His cry was more low pitched, as if trying to sound mad. It was level 100. This was wrong. Titan was supposed to be level 1. He had never been in any battles at all. The text box said Ryoji's Titan appeared. The first Pokemon I sent was my level 100 Munchlax that I named after myself. Titan spoke once more. Titan, you would spend hours training this Munchlax, but you don't give me the time of the day? Unforgivable! I chose to command Thunder, but Titan moved first. Titan used Body Slam. Critical hit. The Django fainted. I was getting scared. He just one-shot one of my best Pokemon. I sent out Saber next. I chose Superpower because no one are weak to fight, but it missed. This was irritating. Titan used Thunder. Critical hit. It's super effective. Saber fainted. Now I was getting angry. I sent out Koopa next. I chose Focus Blast. This missed, but I wasn't surprised at this because she had horrible accuracy for some reason, and even with the wide lens item. Plus, Focus Blast accuracy is only 85. Titan didn't use Thunder again and one-shot Koopa 2. I sent out Laplace. I chose Body Slam. I finally managed to land a hit, but only took about 1/4 his HP. Titan didn't use Metronome. I was pissed when I saw this move. Titan used Brick Break. This super effective move KO'd Laplace as well. I sent Poseidon next. Titan spoke again. Titan, if it hadn't been for you. He forgot about me when you came along. This wasn't true. I knew Titan was in the PC box. I was waiting to get Diamond. I told Poseidon to use Aqua Jet. It hit but barely did any damage. Titan used Thunder once again. One hit KO. I was down to my last Pokemon. I sent out Chaos. If this failed, I don't think anything can stop him. Chaos used Aura Sphere. It hit and depleted Titan's health down to a sliver. The battle ended there. It returned to the overworld and I saw Titan turn his back. Titan, I just wanted you to be my friend. Lyra then came out of the house. Lyra, what's with all this commotion? She did an exclamation point. Lyra, what's going on here? He looks sad. You should try to be more friendly to him. I talked to Titan again, but he just said the same thing as last time. I tried to leave New Barktown, but Abel said, I can't leave yet. I didn't have my Pidgey on me, so I couldn't fly, and I didn't want to surf all the way to Kanto. Then I remembered something. Lyra said I should be more friendly. I scrolled through my inventory and found the item Soothe Bell in there. It increases Pokemon friendship. I approached Titan, then went back to my inventory, selected the Soothe Bell and clicked Use, an option that wasn't normally there for a help item. Titan got another exclamation point over his head. He turned around. Titan, even after all this, you still want to be friends? Another text box appeared. Titan was given Soothe Bell to hold. Then Titan said, no, I can't. Then there was a noise that sounded like someone had used the move Metronome. The game did a flight animation and then Titan was gone. Lyle walked up and said, where's he going? Looks like he's flying towards Sinnoh. So Titan was gone. Ryoji was irritated when I told him about this, considering how long he spent trying to breed a shiny Munchlax. But it was out of my control. I continued on my quest to complete my Pokédex. I found a way to exploit the global trading system to get event legendaries. since I didn't have the game with the events going on. When you search for a Wi-Fi spot, when it asks you to auto-attain DNS, click No, and put in a certain number. Whenever you go to the GTS, you will receive a random Pokemon. So now I had Arceus, Shaman, Mew, Darkrai, Deoxys, and so on. The only event legendary the GTS didn't give me was Celebi, but I already had because I was able to go to the download event. My Pokédex was at 491. All I'm missing was Gliscor and Probopass. I finally saved up enough money and I bought a copy of Platinum from my local GameStop. Lo and behold, it had the 2 L's missing. So I transferred them over and all the other good ones, the level 100s and all the legendaries. This copy of Pokemon was Game Sharked. It had 999 of each item and even the Cherish Balls. The all red balls that held event Pokemon and you couldn't obtain those at all. So once I transferred everything I wanted to, and upon fully completing the Hard Gold Pokédex, I restarted my copy of Platinum and named my character Crimson. It started on normal, or what I assumed was normal since I hadn't played Platinum before. So Verde, my rival, and I were about to receive our starters from Rowan. I chose Chimchar. I usually go with water types, but I don't like Piplup, and I thought Infinite was pretty cool. I clicked on Chimchar and was greeted by a text box that said Crimson. ... What was that supposed to mean? I clicked again but got the same thing. I tried Piplup but got the same message. I hate grass types, but I didn't see that much of a choice. I chose Turtwig and got the same text box. I was confused. It wouldn't give me a starter. After the text box disappeared, it sent me back to the overworld. Then Rowan spoke. Rowan, you don't like any of these? Then how about this one? I was sent to another screen of one Pokeball. Another text box. Rowan, I found him outside my lab this morning. He seems sad. I clicked the Pokeball and I couldn't believe my eyes. It was a shiny Munchlax. I chose him and Rowan said, he needs a good home. I know you'd be a good partner for him, Crimson. I checked the Munchlax status. Sure enough, it was Titan. It was male, holding a suit ball, level 1. Hasty nature, and its original trainer Ryoji. I sent a text to Ryoji to tell him about this. I received a message back. You have been blocked from originating messages to this number. Blarg. I was used to this. He was out of minutes again. I decided to surprise him next time we met. So I began my quest with Titan by my side, the way I had planned it originally. It was a little difficult because he was level 1, but he leveled up fast, being a traded Pokemon. A lot of time he disobeyed because I didn't have the right gym badge. Because he was holding the suit bell, his friendship increased rapidly and evolved to a Snorlax at the conclusion of the battle with Fantina. He had a hasty nature, which made him extremely fast for a Snorlax. He was even faster than my Golduck, which was only about 4 levels below Titan. On top of that, his friendship was really high, so I taught him the move Return, which increases in power the higher the friendship is. And he could one-shot just about anyone. As my team reached higher levels, some of the other Pokemon became faster in Titan. Since his friendship was already at maximum, he didn't need the suit bell anymore, so I gave him a Quick Claw to keep him up with the rest of my team. This made the Elite Four relatively easy. Though the battle with Cynthia was still difficult. Friggin' Spirit Tomb. I finally managed to complete my run through over the course of about 3 weeks. I know I breezed through games, but I tried to do everything I could before beating the Elite Four, including the Romaniac side quest, which took several days just by itself. I also been playing a copy of Platinum because I was doing a Nuzlocke challenge, but I wanted to do a normal playthrough on Platinum and I didn't want to restart Heart Gold. I woke up in Twin Leaf Town. Then I expected to go on my quest to capture all the legendaries that failed this Pokédex. I went downstairs, then walked outside. But when I got outside, there was someone waiting for me. It was Ethan, the trainer from Heart Gold. Even though I hadn't played Platinum before, I was pretty sure that wasn't supposed to happen. Heart Gold came after Platinum, so the sprite shouldn't be there. I guessed what the text box said. And we will find out on the next video. I hope you guys enjoy this. Man, drop a like and subscribe. This is Jet, and I will hear from you later.